Hi everyone, this is Grisha from CodeLab, and today this video will walk us through how to set up our own MongoDB database. So MongoDB allows us to easily create our own NoSQL database with just a few clicks. It's a document database where each document represents one entry, and these entries have fields in key value pairs which all follow an outline for how all the data should be structured. Okay, so let's get started. This is the page right after you create an account. And so the link to create an account is on the Notion page. And we'll go ahead and click the shared cluster. And you can choose whatever region. It's not really that important. It's basically different cloud providers and what region services they offer. I like to just go for California. And if we want to name our cluster, we can just do demo. And so what a cluster is multiple databases in one. For now, we'll just do one database in one cluster, but just know that cluster could represent an entire project that could hold multiple databases. Okay, and we can just skip this. Okay, next step is basically to go to network access. Click on add IP address, and you're going to want to do allow access from anywhere. Okay, once that's done, then we'll go to database access, add new database user, and this is basically creating an admin user. So I could just do admin user, and then password can just be a collective password. It shouldn't be that shouldn't be too strong, or if you wanted to make it strong, you can, since it's admin. And the most important part is the built-in role. Change it to Atlas admin. And then add the user. Okay, so we now have an admin user. Okay, now that our demo cluster is created, we're going to go ahead and start adding our databases and our collections. So basically, I mentioned before that cluster has multiple databases or can hold multiple databases, and one database can hold multiple collections. So it's a good idea to separate the databases based on whatever fields you'd want. Let's say we'd have one database for items, we'd have another for user information. But for now, let's just create one database and one collection. So right now, here's our database. It's completely empty right now. Let's just add our own data. Instead of database demo, let's just do database demo. And we can do items. So now we have our first database and our item. And we can go ahead, we can manually enter a document, such as it generates an ID automatically. Let's do the example from the first video, quantity 2, and then we can do images later. But basically, we've created an item in a collection, in a database, in a cluster. So basically, we can add more items. We can add, let's say, a user collection here, or I don't know, prices or something, whatever the project requires. But it does generate an ID. It'll generate a timestamp as well. And once you have your database and all of that set up, then we can go back here and click connect to get an Atlas URI, which connects our Express server to our MongoDB database. So here we can just connect our application. And this here is our Atlas URI code. So make sure to copy this, and you'll use this in the next video. And yeah, that concludes our second video on our Express and MongoDB tutorial.